All right, I got this piece indicated in, found the center of the part to the spindle, and I set my DRO for the bolt circle. So I'm going to spot this, and then I'm going to check it with the plate to make sure it's right. It should be, but I'm just going to double check. Okay, now we'll go to the next hole. I got to move the table here. Okay, move this one. Go to the next hole. No. All right, now we'll check it here and see what it looks like. See if I can get you in there so you can see it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a Sharpie mark on each of the dimples, and that way you can see them. Otherwise you might not be able to. See them now. And they got to be drilled and tapped for a 5mm by 8 thread. So let me get a tap drill size here, and I'll get that done. Be right back. Okay, tap drill size for 5mm by 8 thread is 4.2mm, and a 19mm or number 19 drill is 4.22, so it's just a fuzz bit bigger. Go to the next one here. Okay. All right, last hole. What I'm doing here is I want to chamfer the top of those holes, and I don't have a chamfer tool that will get in, so I'm using a 1/4 inch drill bit and just lightly touching the top of them holes. Just like that. Okay, there. All it needs. Get the tap and we'll tap them. All right. This one tapped here. Start to tap. I'll take it out of the drill chuck and I'll finish it by hand. All right, I'll finish the other holes off camera and I'll be back. All right, what I've decided to do is I'm going to thread this end here and I'll make a nut that fits it for holding the arms on, and put a spring washer between the nut and the arm to keep tension on it. I got this set up for a 28 pitch thread, so I'm going to wind in until it just touches. Right there. Zero up my dial here. Try this one more time. Alright, let me get a thread pitch gauge. I'll be right back. See what we got here. Looks like 28 threads per inch. All right, here we go. I'll make a spring pass here and just to kind of clean it up a little bit, advance the tool another 5 thou. Yeah, we'll see how that looks. Looks pretty good. All right, I'll make a nut that fits it, and this part will be done. All right, it's time to see if all these parts are going to fit. Here, this slides right on there like that. Then we got 2 Allen bolts that attach that to the rotary table itself. Get them out of here. There we go. Well, what's going on here? Here, try that. Got it. I just had to get the hole lined up a little bit better. Grab a screwdriver here. Have to get some 5mm Allen head cap screws to replace these Phillips head. got the nut made that holds this on. I made it a real neat fit on the threads so that just doesn't spin loose on its own. And let's see here. Alright, I got this figured out. Had to machine this piece here down the amount of the shiny part, which is about 350 thousandths. The pin was a little bit too short. It wouldn't reach the plate. Now when I put that in there, it reaches good. I just pull it out and turn it, lock it back in. So this, I think, is ready to ready for the gear cutting when I get the material for it. I think that's going to put a wrap on this little project here for the rotary table. That rotary table I've had since, I don't know, probably 1990. It hasn't gotten used that much. But when I got it, I got the plates that go in the back of it for indexing the head, but I never got the actual plates for the whole plates that go on the front of it for gear cutting. I never actually got any of them. The plates I have are for like drilling holes, you know, where you can index it in 6 different spots and that kind of stuff. So hope you found that a little bit interesting. If you did, why, leave me a comment. Subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.